It took me 5 years of uploading consistently to reach 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah, 5 years. Some people hit that in 6 months. But here's the thing. After hitting 20,000 subscribers, I started seeing that subscriber count doesn't always reflect what's actually happening behind the scenes. I've seen smaller channels, some with just a few thousand subscribers, making more money, landing better opportunities, and creating way more impact than I was. So if you're just getting started, even with 100 or 1,000 subscribers, you might be in a better spot than you think. Today, I want to walk you through how relentless uploading helped me grow, but also what it cost me, what I learned, and what I do differently if I were starting over. Because I think a lot of creators are being sold this dream that if you just hustle harder, upload more, and flood the algorithm, things will magically work out. From someone who actually did that and hit 20,000 subscribers, I want to show you the whole picture. Here's something wild about YouTube that I learned early on. Every time you post a video, even if it's not perfect, there's a pretty good chance you will gain at least one new subscriber. It might not seem like much, but think about it. If one video gets you one subscriber and you post consistently, you will grow. The math is brutally simple. So that's what I did. I just kept showing up and publishing week after week, month after month. But here's what people don't realize. Just because you're growing doesn't mean it's good growth. There's a huge difference between getting subscribers and getting the right subscribers. There are two kinds of subscribers. The first are non-returning, people who find one of your videos, maybe click subscribed, but never come back. They don't watch your next upload, they're not invested. Then there are the returning subscribers, the ones who look forward to your next video, who leave comments, who send you DMs, who bring up things you said in videos from months ago. These people are gold. The loyal returning viewers are much harder to earn. And if you are just uploading relentlessly without a clear message, you will most likely attract the first type. I fell into that trap. I was so focused on getting numbers that I didn't stop to ask if I was attracting the right people. Over time, that shows. You can feel it in the lack of engagements and you can see it in your analytics. A big subscriber count means nothing if your views are weak and your audience doesn't care. That's when I realized it's not about the number, it's about who's behind the number. And that shift in thinking changed a lot for me. When I first started uploading consistently, the goal was simple. Post 1 or 2 videos every week. At first, it felt amazing. I had so many ideas. Everything felt new and exciting. Hitting publish gave me that little dopamine rush. I felt productive, like I was making progress. Back then, Gary Vee was all over social media talking about the grind. Document, don't create. Just keep posting. Put out more content. And I bought into that 100%. So I did what he said, 2 videos a week, no excuses. I thought the more I post, the better I will get, the more I will grow. And to be fair, I did get better. I learned how to edit faster, how to speak to the camera. I started to find my voice. But there was a catch I didn't see coming. After about 3 months of posting non-stop, I looked at my channel and realized I only had about 100 subscribers. Now, I'm not saying that's bad, but it made me question what I was doing. Was I really growing? Or was I just uploading for the sake of uploading? Because the truth is, consistency without strategy is just noise. Eventually, the excitement faded. I started running out of fresh ideas. I would sit at my desk staring at my camera with no idea what to talk about. Worse, I found myself repeating topics, not because I had more to say, but because I had nothing else to say. I felt like I was chasing content just to stay on schedule. That's when burnout started creeping in. Not the dramatic kind, but the slow, quiet kind that makes you question if this is all worth it. So yeah, relentless uploading did grow my channel. It also wore me down. It pushed me into a cycle of content for content's sake. And that's not sustainable. Not if you want to create content you're proud of. There's this idea floating around, and maybe you have heard of it. If your channel isn't growing, it is dead. That is 100% pure nonsense. A channel is only dead if the creator gives up. Period. You see, the outside world loves to measure progress by numbers, views, likes, subscriber counts, but nobody can really understand the internal progress of a creator. People love to speculate. Oh, that channel's dying, their growth has slowed down. But none of that matters if you, the creator, are clear on where you're going. Most creators fall into one of two groups. The first group chases numbers. They're just posting for views, for subscribers. And when the numbers don't come in, they burn out and they quit fast. The second group creates with intention. They are strategic. Every video they post has a purpose, whether it's testing something, whether it's building authority, or maybe even promoting an idea or offer. And here's the difference. Creators in the second group aren't trying to go viral. They're trying to build something that lasts. So to answer the question, no, uploading consistently and growing slowly is not a failure. It might actually be the smartest thing you can do if you're learning from every upload, refining your message, and building the right kind of audience. Because slow growth with intention beats fast growth with confusion any day of the week. Let me give you an example of how things plays out in real life, using myself. To someone with 1,000 subscribers, hitting 20,000 subscribers might sound incredible, like I've made it. But to someone with 100,000 subscribers or 1,000,000 subscribers, 20,000 subscribers probably doesn't sound like a big deal at all. The thing is, what matters isn't how other people see that number, it's how I see it, because I'm the only one who truly knows what it means. I'm the only one who knows if those 20,000 subscribers are actually showing up and watching, if they're commenting, if they're engaging, if they're helping me build something meaningful. And truthfully, I'm proud of my audience. I know many of them are returning viewers. I see the same names in my comments, I get thoughtful messages. I know there's a real connection there. But here's where I dropped the ball. Even though I have a solid audience, I don't know what to do with them. I had people who believed in my content, who kept showing up, but I didn't have a clear offer for them. No product, no service, no solution, no next step. And that's a huge missed opportunity, because once you build trust with an audience, the next step is to serve them even deeper. So while I'm proud of my 20,000 subscriber milestone, I also see it as a reminder to not just grow, but to grow with purpose. Here's my advice if you're just starting out, or maybe you have been posting but not seeing the results you want. First, stop comparing your channel to someone else's. It is not a race, it is a journey, and every creator's path is different. Your growth might be slow, but if the people watching are high quality viewers, people who comment, share, engage, that's a win. Also, don't underestimate the power of a small, loyal audience. Some channels get 1,000 views and 300 comments. That's massive. Others get 100,000 views and barely any engagement. That's a red flag. You want to build a channel that feels like a community, not a billboard. And here's where relentless uploading comes back into the picture. It can help you find your audience. The more you post, the more you figure out what resonates, what topics hit, what kind of energy attracts the right people. But remember, don't post just for the sake of numbers. Post with the goal of attracting the right viewers, the right people. If you're uploading just to hit a view count, you're setting yourself up for burnout and disappointment. But if you're uploading to find your people, to discover who your content really speaks to, you're on the right track, and I believe you will find what you want. And that kind of growth, that's the kind that lasts and persists. So yeah, relentless uploading got me to 20,000 subscribers. But the real lesson is this. It's not about how much you post, it's about why you post and who you are posting for. If this helped or resonated with you, be sure to check out this unpopular but effective YouTube strategies I discovered on my journey. These are strategies I discovered that I believe a lot of content creators aren't doing because, well, they're unpopular. So be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.